Hey guys, welcome back to the business of art. In my last video, I went over like checking out doing the gallery scene with my art and kind of deciding that that was not what I was interested in and I wanted to try putting on my own art shows. And I got several questions about that and how I went about that, so I thought I would do a video that covered that for you. So pretty simply, I first thing went on to Craigslist. To mind you, this is really before the days of social media that much. There was MySpace and Facebook was kind of just getting started. So at that time, it was kind of Craigslist for a lot of things. So I went on to Craigslist and I found a studio space for rent. I was looking for art studios or places that they shoot photo shoots and film and whatnot. I live in LA, so there's quite a few of those places. You can, you don't even have to do that. You could use, if you have someone's house or a business or something that you have access to, go ahead and do that. I did not. So I went on to Craigslist and I found a studio that I could rent for $200 for like the whole night, which to me seemed like a decent deal. And I rented it from, I guess I had it from like 5 to 10 p.m. or something like that. So I'd set up a breakdown time. And I just went to the store and I got a little bit of snacks and some wine for the night of. And I played music on my tripod and that was literally about it. How I got people there, like I said, there wasn't a lot of social media. So I actually printed out some little postcards, which you can get postcards printed really cheap. Go check out like Vista Print or Got Print. Postcards are not expensive, guys. So I just made up a little postcard. You can even print them out on your computer at home, print out little flyers or whatever. I just put the basic information on there, Marcy, art show, date, time, come have drinks and fun and blah, 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 right? And I gave them out to everybody and their mothers, all of my friends, all of my family, all my coworkers, all my different group members. I had my dad passing them out for me, etc., etc. And I do have a large family, so that really helps. And this was my first art show, so it was like really exciting. So I ended up having, I don't entirely remember, but I want to say probably about 50 people or so just from doing that. Like no social media involved at the time. There may have even been a little bit more, and I had quite a few art sales that night. So I thought that was awesome. And then I started thinking of doing it on a bit of a bigger scale. I'm like, well, if I can get 50 people there, let's say I have 3 or 4 different artists, and we can have a lot more people there. So I started I did another one, and I recruited some other artists, and that went really well. And then it kind of became these huge festivals, and I for several years used my friends, my best friend's parents' business space, so that was free and that was awesome. I would rent the tables and whatnot, and I would have the artist pay just basically to rent the table and help cover the cost of like the postcards and stuff like that. And yeah, there was just a lot of fun, and I was able to help other artists get out there and show their art for the first time and get their feet wet with showing their art without having to go spend several $100s at say an art fair or something like that. So I thought it was awesome. I don't do those to that scale anymore, at least not currently. I do plan on restarting it, but I do still put on my own art shows. Last one was last year, and once again, very successful, very fun. I try to do a couple a year, generally around like springtime, and then around Christmas time is a good time. You don't want to do it in December generally to compete with Christmas parties unless you do it like the first week of December. And I did a video on everything to bring to an art show. I'll put the link for that down in the description, but just know you're going to want to have, business cards. You're going to want to have price tags for your art. You're going to want to have some sort of an artist bio. You're going to need a card reader at this stage. So I'll put the link for that video down in the description so you can check it out. But I recommend trying it, even if it's just at your own house with your close friends and family. Just try it. It at least will give you the experience of having your first art show. And from there, you can decide if you want to go do an art festival or a farmer's market or whatever, you know what I mean? but at least this way you will know how it will be to set it up and have people actually purchasing things from you. And oh my gosh, I didn't think of how are they going to take it home. I need to get baggies or something, you know what I mean? Or receipts or whatever, you know, you may not necessarily think of. So I recommend that you try it if you haven't yet. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.